Dangerous Assignment, starring Brian Donlevy as Steve Mitchell.
You know, Ruth, you could at least have waited until that blonde and I finished the dance before dragging me back here to the office.
Sorry, Steve, but the commissioner said he wanted you right away. And when he says right away, that means stop the music. Here we are.
Yeah?
And the commissioner's waiting for you inside. I'll have your credentials and plane ticket at my desk when you're through in there.
Okay, Ruth. Hi, Commissioner.
Steve,
Well, where am I going this time?
sending you to Athens, Greece.
Greece? Look, I wouldn't know Socrates from Homer.
I wouldn't worry about that. You're not liable to run into either of them.
Well, what's it all about?
Radar. Steve, as you know, our scientists have come up with new developments in radar so revolutionary that many of the older models are now obsolete.
So I understand. Hey, wait a minute. Is that how you located that blonde in me?
2 weeks ago, a complete set of plans covering these improvements was stolen from a research laboratory in this country. It's essential we get those plans back.
What's the line on them so far?
The man who smuggled them out of this country turned up dead in the Azores. His killer got as far as Algiers, and he got killed.
Sounds like a game where everyone plays for keeps.
It is. We now believe an international information peddler named Zundel has the plans.
And Zundel's in Athens?
We think so. Steve, there's a known channel waiting for those plans. Once they get to a certain point in the eastern Mediterranean, our chances of recovering them are nil. We've got to keep them from getting out of Athens.
Who do I work with in Athens?
Lieutenant Janakos of the police. Steve, I don't have to tell you about the danger involved. There are probably several interests after those plans. They'll stop at nothing. They'll throw the book at you. They put every obstacle in your path that they can.
You know, this comes as no surprise, Commissioner.
As usual, you'll pose as a foreign correspondent after a story, but your real job is to get those plans before they get out of Athens. Well, that's it. You've got your assignment, Steve. Good luck.
The National Broadcasting Company is proud to present Dangerous Assignment, starring Brian Donlevy as Steve Mitchell, colorful, two-fisted government agent. At all those places of the world where danger and intrigue walk hand in hand, there you will find Steve Mitchell on another Dangerous Assignment. Steve Mitchell is en route to Greece by plane. Meanwhile, on a narrow, deserted street in Athens at sunset, two men slip furtively along the sidewalk in the gathering dusk, closing in relentlessly on a third man ahead of them.
Sundel still does not realize we are following him, Ruba. Come, let us close in now.
In a moment, Miklos. Wait until he gets opposite that alley in front of him. He is getting closer. Now, come on.
Ah, Sundel!
Let go of me!
Into the alley, quick!
No!
Do not cry out. There is a knife in your stomach.
There. This is far enough.
The papers, Sundel. Give us the papers!
No, I do not have them anymore. You lie. We tried to buy them from you, but you would not sell at our price. Now we will take them. No!
Ruba, you fool. After him!
He is running out into the street. That car is trying to hit him. Jundel cannot get out of the way.
No! Get back here in the alley.
Wait! The man is getting out of the car. Miklos, he is searching Jundel. He must be after the papers, too.
Come, you must not let him get away.
He sees us. Watch out, he has a gun.
Get down. Shoot him, Ruba. Shoot him!
Taxi! Hey, taxi!
I'm sorry, sir. This cab is taken.
Huh? Oh, yeah, so I see.
But there's another one right over there.
Okay, thank you. Taxi! Taxi!
Yes, sir. Right over here.
Miklos.
Yes?
That's Steve Mitchell, all right. I received information he would be sent here to Athens to look for the radar plans.
Ruba, we must find out who ran down Zundel last night and beat us to those plans. Maybe if we search Zundel's house.
But we must also prevent Steve Mitchell from finding those plans. And that job comes first. Come.
We will follow his cab.
Will you be staying here in Athens long, sir?
I don't know, driver.
Well, I just happen to have some cards with me which will admit you to various places that
I'm sorry, I'm not on a vacation. Hey, that other car.
He's trying to sideswipe us.
Look out. Straighten it out.
I cannot look out!
Wow. Driver, you okay?
I think so.
Here, I'll get this door open. Can you open your door?
No. No, it is jammed.
Well, come on. I'll help you through the window.
Thank you. How about you? Are you hurt?
Just shaken up. Looks like I got a reception committee pretty early in the game this time. Look, can you get another cab and take me to police headquarters?
Nothing personal, sir. But if you do not mind, just get yourself another driver, please. You are bad luck to me.
Okay, I guess I can't blame you, honey.
Like your American GIs used to say, I have had it.
So I finally made it to your office, Lieutenant Janikos, the hard way.
I wonder if this reception committee you speak of is the same one which greeted Zundel last night.
What do you mean?
He was run down by a car and is now in the hospital unconscious.
You think it could have been an accident, Janikos?
I am certain it was not. It was a deliberate hit and run. Several shots were heard. That is all we know at present. Here. You may be interested in looking at these pictures.
Taken at the scene of the accident, huh?
Yes, immediately afterward.
You recognize any of the faces in the crowd, Lieutenant?
No. I have a pretty good line on most of the agents and information peddlers here in Athens, Mitchell. But I don't see any of them in these pictures. Come in. Oh, good morning, Mr. Thatcher.
Hello, Lieutenant.
Let me introduce a colleague of yours. This is Mr. Steve Mitchell, also a freelance correspondent from the United States. This is Jim Thatcher, Mr. Mitchell.
Pleased to meet you, Mitchell.
Hi.
What can I do for you, Mr. Thatcher?
I came to talk to you about this guy Zundel who got run over last night.
What about Zundel?
Well, I don't know if you know much about his background, but he's a sort of a shady character.
Indeed. In what way, Mr. Thatcher?
Well, I've been cultivating him off and on for the past few months. Once in a while, he's given me information I was able to use in some of my stories. Well, lately, he's been pretty evasive, but I got the idea he was involved in something big.
What sort of thing?
I don't know. That's why I came here. Figured you might have some sort of line on it.
I'm afraid I cannot help you, Mr. Thatcher.
Well, I won't take up any more of your time, Lieutenant, but if you do get any information about Zundel, I'd appreciate you letting me in on it.
I am sure you will have access to any information which is made public, Mr. Thatcher.
Okay, I'll keep in touch with you. Going to be in Athens long, Mitchell?
Oh, a few days, I guess.
Where are you staying?
Lyceum Hotel.
I'll look you up. Maybe we can have a drink and talk a little shop.
Okay. See you around, Thatcher. You handled that very well, Lieutenant. For our purposes right now, we don't want anyone to know we suspect Zundel of being involved with those radar plans.
That was my thought, too, Mitchell. Well, what will be your first step?
I'd like to take a look around Zundel's place.
Very well. Here's the key. We took it from Zundel's pocket after the accident. Here is the address.
Okay, I'll go over there right now. I'll probably be calling in a little later, Janakis. Cigarette smoke. That's funny something.
So, Steve Mitchell again. This time we will finish him off.
Wait. I hear a car outside. A girl. She's coming in. We must leave.
What about Mitchell?
We will take care of Mitchell later. Hurry, Miklos. Follow me out the window.
Who is the girl, Oba?
I do not know. I have never seen her before. Hurry, drop to the ground.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
Hey, you really pack a wallop, don't you?
Who are you?
Well, right now you can just call me Hit on the Head.
I don't understand. What are you doing here?
I'm going to ask you the same thing.
Why, I'm Helen Slater, Carl's fiancée.
Carl? Oh, you mean Carl Zundel?
Of course. Look, I don't understand. Where's Carl?
Don't you know?
Well, I thought he was here, obviously. This happens to be his house, you know.
I guess you haven't read the paper today.
I've been out of town. Why, has anything happened to Carl?
He was in an accident last night.
What? Oh, no. Is he... Well, was it serious?
He's in the hospital, unconscious.
Where? I want to see him.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. Come on. I'll call a cab and take us to the hospital. Janakis?
Yes?
This is Mitchell.
Oh,
I'm calling from a payphone.
yes?
I'm on my way to the hospital with a girl named Helen Slater. Says she's Zundel's fiancée.
I see.
I think I'll stick with her a while. She claims she didn't know about the accident.
Oh,
But I'd never forget a face like hers. I'm sure she's in one of those pictures you showed me of the crowd at the scene of the accident. That must be Zundel's room down the hall. There's a police guard at the door.
Look, there's a doctor just going inside.
Yeah, come on.
You know, I still don't understand what you were doing in Carl's house, Mr. Mitchell.
I'm a newspaper correspondent. I was looking for a story
About Carl?
about his accident, if it was an accident.
I don't understand. Why would anyone try to kill Carl?
Well, I haven't the slightest idea. Maybe you have.
Me? Oh, no.
Well, here we are.
yes, sir?
I'm Steve Mitchell. Perhaps Lieutenant Janakis mentioned my name to you.
Yes, he did.
How's Zundel?
Still unconscious, I think.
Can I see him?
Perhaps shortly. A doctor went into the room a moment ago. Maybe he will have word.
Oh, I wish there was something I could do. When I think of Carl lying here unconscious for a day and a half and me not even knowing about it.
Yeah.
Well, looks like you're as eager on this story as I am, Mitchell.
Oh, well, hi. Thatcher, isn't it?
Yeah, Jim Thatcher. We met in Janakis' office.
Sure. Miss Slater, this is Jim Thatcher, another correspondent.
Hello.
Hi.
Miss Slater is Zundel's fiancée.
Oh? Anything new on Zundel?
No.
Good evening, guard.
Dr. Sheliot?
I'm going to see the patient.
Yes, sir.
He must be worse.
What do you mean?
Well, to require the presence of two doctors. One of them is in the room with Zundel now.
What are you talking about? I am the only doctor on duty.
Hey, we better take a look inside.
What is this other doctor you were talking about?
Why, he is not here. Wait.
Look at Zundel in the bed.
His throat has been cut.
I wish to thank all of you for coming here to my office. I think I have all the information I need at present.
I don't understand. Who would do a thing like that to
Miss
Carl?
Slater, rest assured the police department will leave nothing undone in our investigation.
I think this killing verifies what I was telling you earlier today, Lieutenant. But Zundel was apparently involved in something pretty serious.
But I'm sure Carl wasn't doing anything wrong.
You say he never mentioned anything he might have been involved in, do you?
No, nothing, Mr. Mitchell.
Miss Slater, Mr. Thatcher, you may both go now. But please leave your addresses with me in the event you are wanted for further questioning.
Okay. My address, Lieutenant. 1223 Sophia Boulevard.
23 Sophia Boulevard. Thank you.
Sorry I had to meet you under such unfortunate circumstances, Miss Slater. If there's anything I can do.
Thank you, Mr. Thatcher. I'm afraid there isn't.
Well, see you around, gentlemen.
So long, Thatcher.
I've written my address and telephone number down for you, too, Lieutenant. There's just one favor I'd like to ask.
What is it, Miss Slater?
Well, Carl and I were pretty close, of course. There are some things in his house, things I'd given him. Cigarette lighter, a painting, a few things like that. I was wondering if I could have them back as, well, remembrances.
I am sure that can be arranged after the
Oh,
inquest.
thank you very much. You'll get in touch with me if there are any new developments in the case.
At once.
Oh, you've been very kind, Lieutenant. Goodbye, Mr. Mitchell.
Miss Slater?
Well, Mitchell, any chance we had of gaining information from Zundel is now gone. A frustrating case.
Yeah. Frustrating, but not surprising. With something as vital and valuable as those radar plans at stake, it's no holds barred.
Let us recapitulate as to his killing. You say you and Miss Slater arrived at the hospital together.
That's right. As we approached Zundel's room, we saw a man in a white robe wearing a surgical mask go in the door. And while we were talking to the guard, Thatcher came down the hall. I introduced him to Miss Slater, and the real doctor showed up. We went into the room and discovered the body.
Obviously, this man in the doctor's uniform killed Zundel, then left by the window.
Yeah. With that surgical mask, it could have been anybody.
Apparently, he murdered Zundel trying to get information as to the whereabouts of the papers.
I thought that at first, too, Giannakis. Then I remembered that Zundel was unconscious at the time, so it couldn't have very well been that. No. Oh, I think the killer already has the papers and realized that Zundel knew he had them, so he had to shut his mouth for keeps.
But you say when you went to Zundel's apartment a few hours ago, you were knocked unconscious. Whoever did it obviously had been looking for the papers in the apartment. You interrupted his search.
Yeah, that's the point, Giannakis. I think we're up against two teams in this ball game.
Two?
Sure. One outfit already has the plans. The other outfit's trying to find them. And we're right in the middle. Nice thought, isn't it?
If you're right in your assumptions, if the plans are already in possession of hostile interests, then that means...
It means we've got to move fast to prevent those plans from getting out of Athens. Whoever has them undoubtedly knows your men will be covering all exits, so they'll probably try to cook up some cute angle to get the plans out.
This girl, Mitchell, what do you make of her?
Helen Slater? I don't know just where she fits into this deal, but I'm sure she fits in someplace. She lied when she said she didn't know about Zundel's accident. Maybe she lied about a few other things, too.
Well, where does all this leave us, Mitchell?
Well, pretty much in the dark right now. Look, right after I got slugged in Zundel's place, Helen walked in, so I never did get a chance to take a look around.
Oh, you wish to go back there again?
Yeah. Maybe we could find something there that'll give us a line on whom Zundel's been playing ball with. But first, I've got to send a report back to my boss in the United States. I'll be with you in a few minutes.
Steve's report's coming in on the teletype, Commissioner.
Good, let's have it.
Here you are.
Very dull job you sent me on, Commissioner. Was in Athens 2 whole hours before getting hit on the head.
Well, that's just about par for Steve, I guess.
Yeah. Now in middle of charming game of button, who's got the button? Both sides playing for keeps. Man who used to have button, now slightly dead. What?
Well, he must mean Zundel.
Hey, wait a minute. Here's some more. Check on a Jim Thatcher, newspaper correspondent. I'm on way back to Zundel's house with Giannakis. We'll keep you informed.
Here we are, Giannakis.
What are you waiting for?
The last time I walked through that door, I got a lump. You remember? I'm not taking any chances this time. Yeah, I guess the joint's empty. Come on. We might as well start here in the living room. There's a chance that the plans are here somewhere, although I doubt it. But anything we can find which would tie Zundel's in with the people he was running with would help us.
All right. I will take this side of the room over here.
Okay, I'll... Hey, that's funny.
What is the matter?
Take a look at this wall over here, Giannakis.
This wall? But there is nothing here.
That's right. But there was something here. Look, this area right here is cleaner than the rest of the wall. Let's see. Yep, there's a nail hole here.
A picture was hung here.
A picture or a painting? Yeah, I remember now. I noticed it when I was here before. Hey, that must have been the painting Helen said she gave Zundel, the one she wanted back.
From the size of the lighter area on the wall, it must have been a rather large painting.
Yeah, large enough to hide those plans in. Have you got Helen's phone number with you?
Yes. Here you are. You said the possessor of those plans would seek a clever scheme to get them out of Athens. It appears you were right.
Yeah, it doesn't do you much good to be right if you're too late.
Hello?
This is Steve Mitchell, Helen.
Well, hello, Steve.
You said this morning that there were several things in Zundel's apartment you'd like, gifts that you'd given him.
Did I? Well, to tell the truth, I've sort of lost interest in them, Steve.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You've already got the only thing you really wanted, that painting.
Well, I'm afraid I have to be going now, Steve.
It must be quite a painting.
Oh, it is. Very interesting. And very profitable, too. Goodbye.
Wait, look.
And don't try to find me, Steve. You won't be able to.
Now, wait a minute.
So long, darling.
Now, Helen. Helen? Come on, Janakis. We've got to get over to her apartment fast.
But, gentlemen, this is highly irregular. I cannot let you into Miss Slater's apartment.
Yes, you can. I'm Lieutenant Janakos, Police Department.
Police? Oh, certainly. Oh, all right, then. Of course, but Miss Slater is not in. Huh? She left a few minutes ago. Here we are.
How long ago?
Oh, just a few minutes ago. Here,
She's gone, all right.
I don't understand, gentlemen. Is something wrong?
Have you any idea where Miss Slater went?
Why, no. She left in quite a hurry. Took a taxi cab.
Did she have any baggage with her?
Yes. 2 suitcases, as I remember.
Anything else?
No, I don't think that... Wait. Yes, she had large flat packets.
Probably the painting.
The what?
We will need you no longer. You may go.
Oh, but
We will let you know when we leave. Thank you.
Well, all right.
She took off in a hurry, didn't she? Must have been all packed and warming up her engines.
Yes. We will get a bulletin out on her at once. Dominic, this is Janakos. Trace the cab driver who picked up Helen Slater from her apartment here a few minutes ago. Find out where he took her.
Hey, wait a minute.
Hold on, Dominic. What is it, Mitchell?
We just spotted this piece of paper in the wastebasket here. Hey, take a look.
Libyan Star, 6 p.m.
Yeah, the name of a ship.
6 p.m.? What time is it now?
10 after 6.
It has already sailed. Dominic, contact the harbor patrol. Tell them to have a launch waiting for us. Come, Mitchell. We must try to overtake the Libyan Star before it gets outside the 12-mile limit. I'm afraid the Libyan Star has too much of a start on us, Mitchell.
Yeah. Hey, there's something sort of slick about this whole deal. A little too slick, maybe.
What do you mean, Mitchell?
I don't know. Something about it doesn't add up. I can't quite put my finger on it, but...
There is the Libyan Star ahead.
Faster!
It will do us no good, Lieutenant Janakos.
What do you mean?
The 12-mile limit stretches between those 2 islands on either side of us. The ship is already beyond the limit.
Very well. You may as well head back to port. I am sorry, Mitchell, but my authority does not exceed the 12-mile limit.
Yeah, I know.
We can try, of course, to intercept the girl at the ship's destination. But as you know, such things are sometimes difficult to arrange due to international aspects. And, of course, she could leave the ship at any port along the line. Mitchell, I am afraid that as far as those radar plans are concerned, the outlook is not encouraging.
The more I think about this deal, the less it adds up. Helen had a key to Zundel's apartment. Now, if the painting was really what she was after, why didn't she just go and get it right away instead of telling us about it first?
I do not know.
Janakos.
Yes?
I read your message for you. From police headquarters?
Thank you. Mitchell,
What is it?
my man Dominic traced the cab driver. Helen Slater did not go to the waterfront at all. She went to number 1223 Sophia Boulevard.
Huh? Hey, wait a minute. Isn't that the address the newspaper correspondent gave us?
Yes, Jim Thatcher. But why would the girl have gone to his apartment?
Particularly when the two of them were acting like they didn't know each other. This deal is beginning to add up. Get this launch in overdrive, Janakis. We're going back to town and pay a call on Jim Thatcher.
Mitchell, there are many aspects of this affair I do not understand.
Here are the stairs. Thatcher's apartment must be on the 2nd floor. Yeah, there are still a few missing pieces in the deal, Janakis, but it's beginning to shape up.
Mitchell!
Hey, sounds like someone got here first. Come on.
Mitchell, look! Two men coming out of Thatcher's apartment.
They got to come through us. I'll take the one on the right.
Miklos, quick! Your knife!
Too late, Buster. Janakos, the other one's heading for the stairs.
Stop! Stop when I shoot! Stop!
Well, you sure don't pull any punches, Janakos.
He should have stopped.
He did. Well, papers aren't on this boy. They must be on the guy downstairs.
Papers? What papers?
The radar plans.
What? But I
Hey,
thought...
take a look, will you? I want to talk to Thatcher if he's still alive.
Very well.
Well, looks like we got here a little late, Thatcher.
Helen, she's dead.
Yeah, so I see.
They killed her. And knifed me.
Probably won't have much time, Thatcher, so you better talk fast. Who were the two guys that jumped you?
Don't know. They were after the papers.
I figured there were two teams. I guess those boys were the have-nots. It was you who killed Zundel in the hospital?
Yeah.
Sure. You put on a white uniform and mask. Killed Zundel, went out the window, and then you threw the white uniform and mask. Killed Zundel, went out the window, and then you threw away the costume and met us in the hall outside the room.
Here are the radar plans, Mitchell. They were on the body of the man I just shot.
Yeah, and he got them from Thatcher here.
From Thatcher? But I do not understand. I thought that...
Thatcher is the man who ran over Zundel and took the plans from him. He's had them all the time. Helen tried to focus our attention on the painting, so that while we were concentrating on her and the ship, Thatcher would have slipped quietly out of town.
Yeah.
Well, he is gone, Mitchell.
Yeah. Well, looks like this deal didn't exactly work out for either of them.
The plan then was for the girl to lure us away with the fake departure, then double back and pick up the plans from Thatcher, eh?
I guess that's about the size of it. And they almost got away with it, too. Funny. I was just thinking about football.
Football? What does that have to do with this?
Well, I've played a little in my time, Janakos, and I've seen an awful lot of games. But I had to come all the way over here to Athens to see the slickest hidden ball play of them all.
You have just heard another episode in the exciting new adventure series, Dangerous Assignment, starring Brian Donlevy as Steve Mitchell. Dangerous Assignment is written by Bob Reif with music by Bruce Ashley and is directed by Bill Karn. Be with us next week at this time when Brian Donlevy, starring as Steve Mitchell, will embark on another Dangerous Assignment. Here's more good news for mystery fans. Every Sunday, you may now hear Richard Diamond, private detective, over most of these same NBC stations. With Dick Powell starred as the hard-hitting two-fisted Dick Diamond, the Sunday adventures of this private eye are as interesting as tomorrow's race results today. There's fast action and plenty of suspense each Sunday as Diamond fights his way to fame, fortune, and a red-headed girlfriend. Richard Diamond is another of the fast-moving adventure mysteries you'll hear every week on NBC, with such great shows as Dangerous Assignment, Night Beat, and Christopher London. If it's mystery and adventure you like when you turn on your radio, make a date now to hear all these stellar NBC shows. And remember, it's Sunday for Dick Powell as Richard Diamond on most of these NBC stations. Tomorrow, you'll hear Fibber McGee and Molly and Bob Hope on NBC. Dangerous Assignment, starring Brian Donlevy as Steve Mitchell.
Well, there's your plane, Steve. Warming up.
Look, I don't even know where I'm supposed to go, Ruth.
Now, the commissioner said he'd meet us here at the airport.
Steve!
Here he is.
Hi, Commissioner.
I'll go confirm your reservation, Steve.
Okay.
Steve, I'll brief you right here in Macao. We haven't a minute to lose.
What's this all about, Commissioner?
You're going to Macao on the China coast. One of our agents is in trouble.
Oh, who is it?
Kurt Allison. As you know, the situation in the Orient is pretty tricky right now. Here, look at this map. There are 3 areas, red, blue, and shaded.
Yeah?
The blue area is already friendly. The shaded area is on the fence. Kurt Allison was sent to negotiate a secret verbal agreement which would bring that shaded area into our camp.
I see.
Somehow, the interests opposed to his mission learned his identity and have him bottled up in Macau. If they can prevent him from getting his report to us by next Thursday, then we're licked.
Why doesn't he contact the consul?
On this kind of a mission, Steve, Kurt has no recognition. He's on his own.
Uh-huh. Any idea where Kurt is in Macau?
He was supposed to register at the Hotel Splendide under an assumed name. You've got to find him and get him out of the country by Thursday.
Sounds like quite an order. Any line on the representatives of the opposition?
We only know that one of them walks with a limp. When you get to Macau, go to the White Jade Cafe. You'll be contacted there.
White Jade. Okay.
Steve, I don't need to tell you the opposition won't pull any punches.
Yeah. Sounds like a nice keg of nails you've opened for me.
It is, but we're depending on you, Steve. Find Allison and smuggle him out of Macau by Thursday. Well, that's it. You've got your assignment. Good luck.
The National Broadcasting Company is proud to present Dangerous Assignment, starring Brian Donlevy as Steve Mitchell, colorful, two-fisted government agent. At all those places in the world where danger and intrigue walk hand in hand, there you will find Steve Mitchell on another dangerous assignment.
Yeah. That was my assignment. Go to a steamy, brawling port on the China coast and find an agent in trouble. A cinch. Well, it was Tuesday when I got to Macau. I rode a rickshaw down a narrow, crooked street and wondered what knife was coming my way out of what window, and then I got to the Splendide Hotel. Only splendid thing about it was the name. I expected nothing, and I got worse. But the clerk in the lobby was busting out all over with civic pride.
Welcome to the Splendid Hotel, sir. Will you sign the register, please?
Okay.
Allow me to congratulate you on your choice, sir. This is the finest hotel in Macau.
Yeah? Well, there you are.
Mr. Steve Mitchell, United States. Huh. Are you on vacation, Mr. Mitchell?
Not exactly. I'm a newspaper correspondent. Say, incidentally, where's the White Jade Cafe?
Oh, just down the street, sir.
Oh, okay. Well, better go take a look at my room.
The bellboy will take you there.
Right this way, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir?
That man who just registered here, the one who asked about the White Jade.
Oh, you mean Mr. Steve Mitchell?
Steve Mitchell from the United States?
Yes. Would you like me to announce you?
No.
But you...
I am a friend of Steve Mitchell's. I want to surprise him a little later. Thank you.
Yes, sir. This your room, sir. You like?
Oh, just great. On a clear day, I'll bet you can see the other wall.
Oh, yes, sir. Will there be anything else?
No, thanks. Here you are.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Hello?
Steve?
Kurt Allison.
I saw you come in the hotel from my window, Steve.
Where are you?
Room 33, 2 floors above you. Look, I'm really in a spot, Steve. They've blocked every exit. They've got me bottled up and a man in the room next to me keeping an eye on me. I don't know how you're going to do it, but you've got to get me out of Macau, Steve. Wait.
What's the matter, Kurt?
There's someone at the door.
You got a gun?
Yeah.
I'll be right up. Stall him till I get there.
Okay. Who is it?
Marco, the man who's being paid to watch you.
What?
Let me in. I have something important to say to you.
Okay. Just stand still a minute.
I'm unarmed. Put your gun away. I want to talk business.
Okay, go ahead and talk.
The people who hired me are not paying me much. Perhaps if you were to offer more, I could show you how to get out of Macao and make your report by Thursday. Are you interested?
I don't know.
Batik!
Ellison, drop your gun. So, Marco, you would betray us.
No!
Hey! Ellison!
Batik!
Ellison, come back! Ellison!
Kurt! Kurt, where are you? Hey, who are you?
Marco.
Look, where's the American?
He...
What is it? What has happened? Oh, it is Mr. Marco.
It was Mr. Marco. Who was he, anyway?
He was staying in the next room next door. Where is the American who had this room?
I wish I knew.
Wait. The window is broken.
Yeah, blood on the sill.
The American who killed Marco went out the window and down the fire escape.
Now, look.
This is a matter for the police.
Well, at that point, I could see all the threads in the fabric, but I had a strong hunch one of them was around Kurt's neck, one was around mine, and someone was pulling on the middle. Kurt had disappeared from his room, leaving a dead man behind. That meant the police would be turning the town upside down to find him. It also meant his mission would go out the window unless I found him first. My job was getting easier by the minute. All I had to do now was to smuggle a murder suspect out of the country. And I knew that the opposition, whoever they were, would be out to prevent that.
Bartik, so you are back. You fool, you should have made sure that Allison was dead.
I shot at him as he was diving out the window, but I knew I hit him.
Melanie, close the door.
Yes, Sigrist.
The fact remains, Bartik, that Allison was gone when the police arrived.
I know he was wounded. He could not have gotten far.
We must find Allison. We do not have much time.
What do you mean?
This American, Steve Mitchell, he must have been sent to Macao to help good Allison. We know that their point of contact is right here at the White Jade. If Steve Mitchell turns up here at the White Jade Cafe, Melanie will contact him. Then we will know for sure that he is the one.
And then it is very simple, Sigrist. When we are sure he is the one, Bartik will kill him.
What would you like, sir?
Well, Oh, an American, eh?
Nah, Brooklyn.
Give me a scotch and soda.
Oh, yes, sir.
Quite a place you've got here.
Oh, sure. We have almost everything here at the White Jade. There is a roulette wheel upstairs. A beauty.
And a piano player downstairs.
A beauty. Yeah. Everyone notices Melanie. But right now, Mac, Melanie seems to be noticing you.
So I see, Joe.
Oh, here you are, sir.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Nice.
The piano?
Well, that's nice, too.
I was hoping you would come over.
Well, I couldn't very well turn down your invitation. You play well.
Thank you. You are Steve Mitchell.
Why, yeah.
You seem surprised that I know your name. Were you not told you would be contacted here at the White Jade by one who could help you?
Keep talking.
I am the one.
Oh?
You are looking for Kurt Allison.
Am I? Where is he?
I do not know. He disappeared right after the man from the next room was killed.
Well, you haven't told me anything I don't know yet.
I think I know where he might be, Steve.
Where?
Come. Let us walk around. I can pretend to be showing you the roulette wheel upstairs.
Lead the way. Did you see Allison before he disappeared?
Yes. I was working with him.
He really got himself into a spot, didn't he? Red hair and all.
Yes. And he was pretty nervous about it. As you know, he registered at the hotel under an assumed name. But when he was here the night before last, a girl walked in and recognized him. She called him by his right name. He hurried her out of here at once.
Any idea who the girl is?
Yes. She is an American girl. And her name is Helen.
Hey, Melanie.
Yes?
A message for you.
Oh? Excuse me, Steve. I will be back in a moment.
Uh-huh.
Why don't you try your luck at roulette while I am gone?
That's an idea. Oh, I'm sorry.
You are crowding me, sir.
I didn't intend to, sir.
I did.
What?
You are Steve Mitchell, are you not?
Yeah. Why?
My name is Casca. I was instructed to contact you here at the White Jade.
Oh, that's very interesting.
You are looking for Kurt Allison?
You know where he is?
No, but I'm supposed to help you find him.
You know, this has a sort of a familiar ring to it. But I think maybe you're a little late.
I do not understand.
Oh, skip it. So you've been working with Kurt Allison, huh?
Yes, up until the time he disappeared. I hope nothing has happened to him. He's a fine man.
Yeah, red hair and all.
Why, I thought he had brown hair. He must have dyed it.
Yeah, he must have. Look, I don't think it's such a hot idea for you and I to be standing here talking.
Yes, perhaps you are right. Here is my address. You can contact me there.
Okay, yeah. I'll get in touch with you if I need you.
Steve!
Coming.
Oh, Steve, I have found out where this American girl Helen lives.
Good. Maybe Allison is hiding out there. Come on.
The girl's apartment should be just down the street, Steve.
Good. Hey, what's that up ahead?
Oh, it is just a street carnival.
Yeah. Sure packs in the crowds, doesn't it?
Yes, it is a traveling carnival. But it always lures many people wherever it goes.
It should. They really got the complete treatment. Sword swallowers, fakers. Look, even a Ferris wheel.
Yes. Well, here we are, Steve. According to my information, this girl's apartment is on the first floor.
Hey. You know, that sounds familiar. Good old American blues. That music must be coming from her apartment.
Sounds like it's down at this end of the hall. Come on.
Here. This must be the one. Helen? Helen? Hey, wait a minute. Listen.
Yes. The record. Why does she not take the needle off?
Helen? I've got a hunch Helen can't take that needle off the record. Stand back, Milani. Look out now.
Once more, Steve. Hey, look.
Yeah.
Steve, that is the American girl.
Well, this record is ended. And so is hers.
Come in, Melanie, and close the door.
Yes.
So, Steve Mitchell has accepted you as his contact, huh?
Completely, Segrist.
Good.
Segrist, we know that Steve Mitchell was sent here to help Allison. Why do we not kill Mitchell before?
Bartek, you're a stupid fool. We tried to make that American girl, Helen, tell us where Allison was, and we failed.
You were too persuasive with the girl, Bartik. She died.
I was acting under your order, Segrist.
That is unimportant, Bartik. The point is that since we cannot find Allison, we will let Steve Mitchell find him for us. The message we found in Helen's apartment from Allison to Mitchell will see to that.
But we read the message, and it meant nothing to us.
It means something to Steve Mitchell.
Of course, Melanie. It tells him where Allison is hiding. That is why we had you take him to Helen's apartment to be sure he would find the message. Stay with Mitchell, Melanie. And when he leads us to Kurt Allison, we will kill them both.
Commissioner, it's Steve calling in from Macao. He's on the phone now.
Good, thanks, Rose. Hello?
Hello, Commissioner.
What's the matter?
I just came from a dead girl's apartment.
What?
You know, Commissioner, when you told me I'd be contacted at the White Jade here in Macao, you weren't kidding.
What do you mean?
I was contacted twice.
What?
Yeah, by a girl named Milani and a guy named Chaska. They both gave me the same story.
You know which of them is the legitimate contact?
I think so. Look, Kurt left a message for me.
What'd the message say?
First and second rules of concealment.
Oh.
Kurt taught me most of what I know about this business, Commissioner. According to him, if you've got to hide, you should choose a place near a crowd. So if you have to run, you can lose yourself in the crowd.
That's probably the first rule of concealment. What about the second?
He said you should always hide in the vicinity of a friendly contact. But the only contact Kurt had was an American girl, Helen. She's dead. Hey, Wait a minute.
What is it?
I think I've got it. It's just a hunch, but I'm going to try. I'll keep you posted.
Welcome to my humble carnival, sir.
You the proprietor?
Oh, yes. I am Dalai. At your service. You seem interested in the carnival. I notice you have been looking it over.
Yeah, I've looked it all over except this Ferris wheel of yours here. How about a ride on it?
Oh, I am so sorry, sir. But you see the sign, it is out of order.
So I see. I also remember it was out of order when I came by here a couple of hours ago on the way to a girl's apartment.
Oh, it takes time to make repairs.
Yeah, let's see if that engine will operate, huh?
Oh, but I have just told you, sir, it is out of order.
Yeah, I know, but let's give it a try. I'd like to take a look in some of those baskets on the
Oh,
wheel.
no, sir.
Hey, where'd that come from?
I do not know, sir.
It came from one of those baskets on the wheel. Start that engine.
But I tell you, sir, I was...
All right, Dalai. He's a friend. Do as he says.
Very well, sir. He is the one just over our head. This one.
Okay, that's far enough. Kurt?
Hi, Steve.
Are you all right?
I collected a bullet in my leg.
Did you kill Marco?
No. One of their other agents got both of us.
Why didn't you come to my room to hide?
I knew the police would search the hotels, so I went to Helen's apartment. I left you a message.
I found it, Kurt. Near Helen's body.
Oh, she was trying to help me, Steve.
Oh, sir. There's a policeman approaching.
Get down, Kurt. Delay, start that engine.
Oh, yes, sir.
You are Mr. Steve Mitchell?
Yeah. Why?
Permit me. I'm Lieutenant Neves of the Macao police.
Ah, what can I do for you, Lieutenant?
You seem to be interested in a murder which took place at the Hotel Splendide. A man named Marco.
Oh?
Perhaps you are a newspaper correspondent, as you told the hotel clerk. Perhaps you are an accomplice of the American who disappeared after the killing.
You, think the American killed Marco?
His disappearance would seem to be proof of his guilt. I am not here to discuss the merits of our case against the American, Mr. Mitchell. I'm here to warn you not to interfere with the police.
I'll remember that. I hope you find the killer, Lieutenant Neves.
Thank you. Incidentally, who operates this Ferris wheel?
Why, I do, Lieutenant. Why?
You're not a very good businessman. The wheel operates, but you still have the out-of-order sign posted.
Oh, thank you, Lieutenant. You see, I have just repaired the wheel and am now testing it.
Good evening, Mr. Mitchell.
Good night, Lieutenant. That was close, Delay.
Oh, indeed it was, sir.
Stop the wheel, Delay. Look, I'd better be getting along. You tell Mr. Allison I'll come back here after the carnival closes and move him to another hiding place. I went down to the waterfront. I found me a rusty old tramp steamer. I made a little deal with the skipper, shoved a few bills into his receptive hand. I didn't know whether the plan I'd cooked up would work or not, but I had to give it a try. Melania was sitting at her piano when I got back to the White Jade.
I was beginning to think you had forgotten me.
Well, I had a couple of errands to do, and when you're not sure who you can trust, they take a little longer.
We must be very careful, Steve.
Yeah. Well, I finally found Kurt Allison.
You did? Where is he?
He's in a safe enough place for the time being, but I've got to get him out of Macao in a hurry. I think I know how to do it.
How?
I want to buy a lot of curios around town.
Curios?
Yeah, enough to fill about 3 large crates, each crate about 6 feet long.
Yes. Yes, I see.
I've already made a deal with the captain of a tramp steamer.
What kind of a deal?
Well, for enough dough, he's not going to pay too much attention to what comes out of one of those crates after he gets to sea.
Sounds like a good plan, Steve. I hope it works. When will you try it?
I'll be down on the dock with the crates at 9 tomorrow morning. Wish me luck?
I do. With all my heart. Here. That is for luck.
Much better than carrying a horseshoe around with me.
Oh, Steve. Steve, this has been so wonderful, our working together.
This is work?
Maybe after your job is finished.
Yeah. Maybe. And it should be finished soon, by 9 o'clock tomorrow. Okay, Chaska, get out your muscles. Let's get these crates unloaded onto the pier.
Yes, Mr. Mitchell.
Okay, we'll take this one first. You got it?
Yes.
Here we go. Easy now.
This crate is very heavy, sir.
Yeah. Okay, set it down here. Got it. Now the next one. Got a hold?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, this one is not nearly as heavy as the first.
No, easy. Oh, here comes trouble.
Ah, Mr. Mitchell.
Well, my old friend, Lieutenant Nevis.
Stand right where you are. Do not move, either of you.
Huh? What is the matter, Lieutenant?
Who are you?
Right. My name is Casca. Mr. Mitchell hired me to drive this truck.
I see. Well, Mr. Mitchell, you did not heed the warning I gave you last night not to interfere with the police.
What do you mean, Lieutenant?
Kami, Sita, tear those 3 crates apart.
Hey, you can't do that.
No.
Hey, stop him. Cut it out, will you?
Stand back, Mitchell. Stand back.
But I tell you that...
We have definite information that Mr. Allison is in one of these crates. You are trying to smuggle him out of the country.
Oh, look.
You will regret this deeply, Mr. Mitchell.
Look, Lieutenant. There you are. You can see there's nothing inside but curios.
There are 2 other crates, Mr. Mitchell. Faster, Kami.
But that's all there is in the other crates, too.
Your bluff will not work. He's not in the second crate either, And he must be in the third.
Look, you're making a mistake, Nevis.
Because you have made the mistake. A big mistake. There. The third crate is open. Now we shall see what... Why, there are nothing but curios in that crate either.
You know that's what I've been trying to tell you for the last 5 minutes, Lieutenant.
But I do not understand.
Well, the next time you better check a little closer before you go around busting up people's crates.
I must apologize for my action.
Yeah, okay. Chaska.
Hi, yes, Mr. Mitchell.
Take all this stuff back to the warehouse. It'll have to be recrated. Well, so long, Lieutenant.
Steve, I did not expect you back from the waterfront so soon. I'm having a silver fizz. Will you join me?
No thanks, Milani.
How did things go this morning at the dock?
Not so hot. The police swooped down on me.
The what?
That surprise you?
What? Well, yes, of course. How could they have found out about your plan?
I don't know. Unless you could have told them.
Me? Oh, Steve, you are joking.
Yeah? Well, looks like our little partnership has come to an end, Milani. So long.
But, Steve,
Mitchell, stay right where you are.
I was told in the States that a man with a limp was in on the deal. You must be the boy.
Milani, Kurt Allison was not in any of those crates.
What?
Surprise, huh? It was a little test, Milani. You flunked it.
Where is Sigrid?
Right here, Melanie. Mr. Mitchell, you are a very clever man.
Thanks. I presume you're the head man of this unholy 3.
Your presumption is correct. Yes, you are clever, but your cleverness has its limits.
What do you mean?
You know where Kurt Allison is hiding, and at present you are our guest. Therefore, we shall shortly know where Kurt Allison is hiding. Bartek the knife.
Wait a minute.
Stand still, Mitchell.
Hey, could you ease up a little bit on that knife?
You are a brave man, Mitchell. But even the bravest of men does not relish the entrance of a knife into the stomach.
Look, Seeger.
Unless you agree to take us to Kurt Allison. At the count of 3, Bartek will bury his knife in you.
No.
1. A little deeper, Bartek. 2.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Looks like I don't have much choice.
A very intelligent observation.
Allison's wounded. He's in a room near the waterfront.
Take us to him at once.
All right. Let's go.
Which room is Allison in, Mitchell?
This one.
Is he armed?
No, he's in bed, helpless.
No, you are depressed. Well, in this business, one learns that betrayal is better than death.
Yeah, I guess so. Incidentally, speaking of death, why did you people kill that guy in Allison's room?
We placed Marco in that room to watch Allison, but he betrayed us.
Open the door, Bartik.
Yes.
After you, Mitchell.
Okay. Well, there he is, in the bed.
Is he asleep?
Or unconscious.
I will take a look. Wait, this is not an American.
Okay, Chaska.
Yes. It is a trap.
Chaska, take cigarettes. I'll get Bartik.
Let go of me.
Give me the knife. Won't do you much good. No.
Stand still, Sigrid. One move and I'll blow your head apart.
Wait, Sigrid, I help.
Not so fast, Milani.
You let me go.
Sit down. Sit down.
You still have not won. You cannot get Kurt Allison past our men who are guarding every exit.
You're a little late, Milani.
What?
Kurt is already safely out to sea.
He what?
Yeah. By now, he's probably made his report to the commissioner by radio. And when Lieutenant Nevis finds out that Kurt Allison saw Bartik kill Marco, I don't think he'll be interested in Kurt anymore.
I don't understand what...
That deal with the crates was more than just a trick to expose you, Milani. I figured if the police found nothing in the crates the first time they came through, they wouldn't bother with them the second time.
I took the crates back to the warehouse. Allison got into one of them there.
Stevie.
You know, I had you pegged quite a while, Milani. You told me you'd been working with Kurt Allison, but you didn't react at all when I said Kurt had red hair. Chaska reacted, though. He said Kurt had brown hair. You know something? He was right.
Then all this time you knew...
I just went along with the gag. As a matter of fact, I needed you to set things up for me with the crates. And after all, you wanted to help me so badly, Milani. I decided the only decent thing would be to let you.
You have just heard another episode in the exciting new adventure series, Dangerous Assignment, starring Brian Donlevy as Steve Mitchell. Dangerous Assignment is written by Bob Reif and directed by Bill Karn, with music by Bruce Ashley. Be with us next week at this time when Brian Donlevy, starring as Steve Mitchell, will embark on another Dangerous Assignment. Here's more good news for mystery fans. Every Sunday, you'll hear action-packed stories to sharpen your wits when, over most of these same stations, NBC brings you High Adventure, Richard Diamond, Christopher London, and Sam Spade. During these stellar shows, you'll hear mystery and intrigue, adventure and high-tension drama to match your powers of observation against the best in detective fiction in solving crimes and unraveling intrigue. There's fast-moving action to lift you from beside your radio and transplant you into the romantic land of mystery and adventure. These 4 Sunday shows, High Adventure, Richard Diamond, Christopher London, and Sam Spade, are tops in thrills. So be sure to tune to your favorite NBC station for the best mystery and adventure programs. Tomorrow, Bob Hope presents the Look Achievement Awards on NBC.